But I'm glad. Yes.
Okay, so
But
we'll definitely move on to the main topic. I think the main thing that we want to talk about.
I want to talk.
And I will say out first of all, I did not watch this, and I am not gonna watch this. I saw the trailer. I saw what it looked like, and I figured out. This is just my opinion. Like I'm a big Friends fan. Like even you know that. But like I will not fall for this because after seeing the trailer, I realized that it's not like a Friends episode-ish thing, and that it's not gonna lead to a season or like 10 episodes reunion thing. It was what it was, and I'm gonna let you take it over.
I mean, look, I saw the trailer as well, and this was after we spoke about this in the last episode. And the trailer pretty much solidified what we had a bad feeling that it was gonna be. And I did watch it. Look, it did come to binge in here in Australia, and I watched it the day it came out. Because I was like, you know what? I was tired. I had a long day, and I just wanted to try something new, right? And I was like, it'll be good in the background. And that's all it was. It was good in the background. It was an interview. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm assuming you're okay with spoilers, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, look, anyone that hasn't watched Friends Reunion, nothing's being spoiled. There's nothing to spoil. This is like me saying that Jason Momoa came on Jimmy Fallon, and I'm like, yo, Jason Momoa came on Jimmy Fallon. You're like, how dare you, man? It's like, no. So we're letting. This is literally what it was.
I mean, they've got about 3 different sort of situations interspersed. They've got the cast coming through the set and sort of like talking in memories and stuff. They've got the cast sitting down with what's his name, James Corden of all people. Like, Corden, yeah. Why?
I know.
Just why? They've got some like other they've got a thing with the cast sitting down and reading some lines from some popular episodes and things, and they've got a little bit of things where they've got some old footage, and they've got the creators Marta Kaufman, Kevin Bright, everyone sort of talking about the casting process and how they cast and who they cast and what happened and blah blah blah. So as a fan of Friends, great. Is it gonna get Friends any new fans? Hell no. Is it gonna get HBO Max any new friends? No.
I like that. I like that. I like how you said that. HBO Max and new friends. I like that.
They won't. And it's as simple as that. Like, all this was an interview. Like, remember I told you last year, during the initial lockdowns, Josh Gad was doing this YouTube series called Reunited Apart.
Yeah.
So he did all these interviews with like old,
with Lord of the Rings.
So the one that's my favorite is obviously the Lord of the Rings ones because that was amazing. But effectively, what did he do? He got them all on Zoom. They talked about the show, they talked about their memories, and this was so amazing, and we love that, and all of this stuff. Then he's like, oh, let's do some iconic lines from the movies, and that's what they did. Mm-hmm. This was no different. Josh Gad spent no money on it.
Yeah.
And that's my point. Like, I get getting these people together. Like, they had some nice people who dropped in. Like, they had James Michael Teller, the person who plays Gunther? So he came on via Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Elliot Gould and
the dad, yeah.
Crap, I forgot the name of the mom. But the mom and dad, Ross and Monica's parents, like they came on in the audience of the James Corden recording for like 2 lines. Like they didn't say much. The producers, Kevin Bright, Marta Kaufman, they were all there in the audience of the James Corden piece as well. But again, none of this, like this is what, literally the first 10 minutes, and I was internally feeling so sad. Because I knew that even though I wasn't expecting much, I was expecting something. And this was not what I was expecting. And yes, they've all grown up and all of those things. I think somebody asked a question about whether you would recover on them to come back. And Lisa Kudrow's like, well, they've all got their happy ending. You would have to unravel that to do a show. And I kind of want to go, why? You wouldn't have to unravel anything. You're showing people having a life together. But the people who are
Joey had no happy ending. What are you talking about?
Joey?
We just forgot about Joey?
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Because you were saying that... Yeah.
It's true. It could be Joey's wedding. I don't know. Like, but I absolutely agree with you. And it just felt like excuses. And that's fine. Look, nobody's telling you to come in and do another season. Then what was the point of this? Because this wasn't fan service. I'm sorry.
For me, the problem is the marketing. Is because they left it so open-ended. They weren't telling us what Friends is. They're like, even like Lisa Kudrow and some people came out saying that some parts are scripted, some parts are not. And I was like, why are you saying that? Just simply say it is not a new episode. Like say that from the beginning. And I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing.
Nice.
You just want to bring everyone together and just talk. Okay. Instead, they left it so open-ended up till like a week or so back when they showed the trailer, and even then it was kind of unclear. But I'm like, oh, I see what's happening. They're just gonna be just talking and that's it, and they're just gonna be like reliving the memories. I'm like, well, that's not why they call it a reunion. I'm so confused.
I'm telling you, like, there was a bit of sadness there, and all I wanted to do once it finished was actually go and watch an episode of Friends, and to go back, because look, we like these people, like, they're great people, but honestly, we are fans of the show Friends, so either you bring them back in character for something, but interviews, there are tons of interviews. Hell, they had a big sit down right after they finished the show. So
it was only a few years ago as well. They did a sit down with Jimmy Kimmel, I think.
So I just don't understand the point of all of this. I don't know. As you said, this feels like fan service, but I'm gonna say it missed the mark. As a fan of Friends,
this is HBO Max getting desperate.
Yeah, as a fan of Friends, I wouldn't watch it. And HBO Max, if you're listening, we'd rather watch the Snyderverse than this. Like, that is gonna get you a lot more people than whatever this.
You can tell HBO Max is doing anything and everything to try to get more subscribers, but they're doing it in the worst way possible. They're like Disney. They're so perfect. Disney is like the second most subscribed to streaming service now because of the way they handle things. Because they're like, hey, look at our product. Look at what we have. We have Mandalorian. We have Loki coming out. We have this and that and all that.
They have ABC.
Like
They're taking on everything.
Yeah. And then HBO Max is coming out being like, yeah, no, we have stuff. We have stuff to trust us. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got Friends, but it's not an episode. It's not actually an episode. It's a reunion thing. We don't know what it is, but you got to subscribe to us first. It's like, no, HBO Max, invest in product and invest in like things to show us, and people will come. But they're not doing that, and they just expect people to just join them.
No, I mean, look, I think it was a big disappointment. Since it came out, I read a few articles. People have gone one way or the other. It's been either way, and some people are very happy for the nostalgia, and I'm like, yeah, nostalgia, but again, no, why could this not be done by Zoom? Why was this because how much do you think they spent on it, and how much do you think they paid these guys?
I think it came out already. I think they each got like $2.5 million.
Are you serious for this?
Yeah, no jokes. Like, I think it was revealed somewhere
for this. That was the easiest money these guys ever made.
That's why they did it. That's probably why they were like, hey, I need a new apartment in I don't know, Bangkok somewhere. I don't know why.
The only part about this whole reunion thing that I really liked was they did they did another quiz. You know, they had the apartment quiz where Ross did the quiz, and then Monica and Rachel lost the apartment to Chandler and Joey. So they did sort of a re-quiz. And that was good because that featured cameos from Thomas Lennon. And from
Tom Selleck is alright.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So that was nice. I still think it's weird that they had Cara Delevingne and Justin Bieber. Doing like a
BTS. I think it's also in it. Like, it's really weird.
They've got all these actors and people talking about what Friends meant to them and how important it was. Kit Harington. And I'm going. Do I care? Like, we all like Friends, dude. Exactly. Like, who are you talking to? I wouldn't be watching.
That is like the clear sellout strategy,
right?
It was such a clear sellout strategy because that's the thing. Knowing that they all got $2.5 million, knowing that they have like a list of people that they're like, HBO Max is like, yo, we're hip. Here's Justin Bieber, even though Justin Bieber was like 10 years ago, I guess at this point. But like, we got Justin Bieber, we got BTS, this new K-pop sensation, and I'm like, dude, no way. Like, if you're targeting people who love Friends, we don't care about any of these people.
But we love Friends. We are not. That's the thing. I feel like nobody at any point took a step back and thought about it. You can't convince somebody to watch a show which ended 16 years ago, by telling them how much one of these actors like it. Like, nobody's gonna watch it if they've never watched Friends before. Like, who would watch this? Because, oh my god, BTS has like a 2-second appearance.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, like, it was like a tribute, like a Friends tribute. That's what it felt like. And I don't think they would ever be together. It was a disappointment.
Look, this is I mean, in a way, like, I understand mainly because of the fact that everyone that's in the Friends show are just immensely rich, and they are still getting paid on a yearly basis because of Friends, because of how popular Friends is. And Friends is, unlike, you know, other shows like Frasier, stuff like that, even like Roseanne and the Connors, like the show that had made a comeback recently, those shows came back. Okay, it made a comeback because not because like the actors don't have money. I'm sure they have money, but they're like, look, we're not getting anything big now, nor are we making the same kind of money that we were maybe at that time. They're like, look, let's do a comeback. Let's do something. Say, there's a reason why you don't see Seinfeld making a comeback. There's a reason why you don't see Ray Romano saying, hey, let's make a Everybody Loves Raymond comeback.
But there's a reason why you see Frasier come back. Same thing.
Exactly, because Kelsey Grammer hasn't come out in anything. He hasn't been in. He was pretty big for a while, but now he hasn't come in anything, and he's like, look, let's bring back Frasier. So for Friends, Jennifer Aniston, all these people, they're like, even Ross, like I'm going to talk about a show that he's in now, but like all these people like are in shows, or in all honesty, like Courtney Cox has her own like product line type thing. She like has like some deal with Pantene and stuff like that. Like a lot of them are like, look, we don't need to do any of this. We're making way too much money. We're good. So I totally get that, but I'm like, if you had just come out and made one episode, an hour-long episode, just going through being yourself, that was all you need to do. You would get paid probably more than $2.5 million for that.